Okay, I'll be honest with you. Nothing's going on right now. Last month I was in Edinburgh, time before that I was in Amsterdam. It was great, it was really exciting, but right now I'm sat at home and I haven't got anything planned for the rest of the month. I haven't got any gigs, nothing exciting. What a perfect time to write a song, because I feel like I need to be more honest with you. When I actually started this project, I wanted to show people what it was like to write songs in this day and age. And sometimes we're lucky enough to be influenced by places like Edinburgh and Oxford and friends chiming in with lyric ideas and things like that. But sometimes we genuinely have nothing to work with, and that's what's happening right now. I genuinely think that I've written some good songs in this sort of scenario, but I do actually need to sort of concentrate on it and try and make something out of nothing. Obviously as well, one of the things that's come to my attention recently is how perfect my life looks to other people. So they might flick through my Instagram page and they might see pictures of my dog and food that I'm cooking, and it's because I'm selecting the best points of my life. I watched a Casey Neistat vlog on this the other day, and he was talking about Elon Musk, and he was talking about Instagram and how certain people have come away from social media because they flick through and they think it looks too perfect. And I always thought about that when I was creating this. When I edit these vlogs, I actually sit there and I go, oh well, which bit makes it look I'm being really creative, and which bit looks really pretty, and which bit is the eureka moment. But I want to show you this time a slightly more uncut version of a song in 7 days. I want to show you the real process behind this song, because sometimes it doesn't flow, and sometimes it is difficult, and sometimes nothing is going on. But lucky for you, today and for the next 7 days, I'm going to try and make something out of nothing, which is a great time for the title card to appear, I think. Oh, okay, we're on. So, first of all, I've had absolutely no ideas about what I'm going to do. Perhaps I could actually write a song about the fact that nothing's going on. Maybe that's a subject matter on itself. But I am going to have to reflect on that a little bit, I think. Obviously, reflection is key, we do know that. But I've got a cup of tea in this hand, which is obviously not new. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking about ways to make the whole thing a bit more honest. I'm thinking at this point that I'm actually going to track the whole thing live, a little bit like I did with Notes to Self, but probably with a full band this time to get a full sound. Just because, you know, if it's going to be honest, it ought to be live tracks. And I can film it at the same time and that'd make a quite good music video. More on that story later. Other than that, you know, standard constraints, apart from the fact that I've obviously got to be inspired by absolutely nothing, that's probably a good place to start from, isn't it, really? So the first thing I've got in my calendar today, which is obviously very human, is a trip to the dentist. And I haven't been in about 6 months, which is obviously normal for a dentist. And yeah, that's about it, actually. So join me as we wait for inspiration to strike. So I just thought about a quote that I think I half remember, if that makes sense. And it's about the idea of being inspired by the everyday. And I can't remember the quote, so I'm going to Google it now. I'm just going to wait for the computer to turn on now. I could have just got my phone out. The computer restarted. Good, okay. Okay. Being inspired, oh hello, by the everyday. 5 ways to be inspired by your everyday life. Feed your curiosity. Learn to manage new risks and find a balance. Start to unprogram your thinking. Make creative exploration your MO. This doesn't help, I'm sorry. Okay, 7 simple ways to be incredibly inspired every day. Spend time with a mentor. Frame that rejection letter. Make a vision board. Act like a little kid. No, I mean, again, no. Maybe I should just wait. Maybe I should just wait for something to hit me, because that's usually what I do. But obviously what you guys don't usually see is me sat here going, oh, when will it happen, you know? Because, I'll be honest, usually it hits me when I'm out in the car. So, maybe I'll just wait until I'm out later on. Maybe I'll write on the acoustic guitar. Ooh, acoustic guitar. What a coincidence. I've got one right here. Okay, it's going to be in D flat this time. There we are, that's a decision made. Lovely. Have I written anything in D flat yet? Let's go through. D major, 1,000 times a day, etc. Can't even play it. That was in F. Starts in F, goes to A flat at the end. Notes to self. A major. April Fool. How does that go? That was C major, not to E flat. Must be easier to play than that. Train of thought. F major again. Clearly a fond key. D minor or F. And then the last song that I wrote for this project was... It was last month. Why can I not remember this? These Streets. Bum, 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 bum. Starts in G flat. And the chorus was in A. No. Etc. Okay, D flat. No problem with that. I'm trying to write in a new key every time. Don't know if you've noticed that. They're not linked to each other in any way, but really I am running out of keys. Maybe I can do B flat next time. Who knows? Maybe I'll go into B flat at some point in this song. The sky is the limit. Now's as good a time as any to talk about the idea of whether music or lyrics should come first, because, you know, I'm sort of working with these acoustic guitar ideas at the moment, and D flat's a great key. I think some of the chords that I've already used are quite nice. It sounds like the intro to a song, I'm guessing, or something like that. And obviously the last couple of times I've worked with lyrics first, so maybe this time I should work with music, because if that's where the inspiration is coming from, then fair enough. Who am I to say that I should write lyrics first? And just because I was happy with the songs that I wrote the lyrics on first, then that doesn't mean that's the right way to work. But maybe I write the music first this time. Maybe that's where, if that's where the ideas are coming from, then why not? Who am I to argue with that? Also, this is the first sat on the floor of the studio in a cool way. Now, usually what I do in this scenario is give you a nice bit of time-lapse footage to show you that the time is progressing, because I'm about to go to the dentist and that isn't anything to do with songwriting. But obviously this involves getting the GoPro to look that way, and usually it's quite funny, and I don't usually show people how I do this, but I have got this ridiculous clamp thing that I can put the GoPro on the end of. So I honestly can't stress to you enough how hard that is to unclamp. Ask anyone who's used that. I won't list names because that strikes me as being a bit odd. Right, look at that, maybe that'll work. One thing that is incredible at this time of year is the weather. I absolutely love September. I think it's a really underrated month, actually. I think the temperature is just right for me. I was too hot throughout the summer. It's a little bit colder, but there's still blue skies. Check it out.
I need your arms. I need you to lift me.
I'm trying to show how hard it is to get him to cooperate. And the one time I'm trying to prove that he's really difficult when I'm trying to film him, he sits really, really still and he frames in the shot really nicely. It's ridiculous.
Which is pearl.
Acting dog. Yeah, I'm still feeling a bit uneasy, and I actually haven't come up with anything apart from the guitar jamming. And this is one of the frustrating things about songwriting. You want it just to happen all in one go, but it doesn't work like that. So I've got a couple of music pupils this afternoon. Hopefully I'll take my head elsewhere for a bit, and when I come back this evening, hopefully things will start to flow. But genuinely, I do feel quite frustrated at the moment, because I know I've only got a short amount of time to write these songs, and I've definitely felt this before, I just haven't voiced it to you guys. So I'm just going to relax, do some other things, and come back to it later on. If ever there was a metaphor for today, this is it. Life has me at a crossroads. No, that's not what I mean. I'm waiting for the train to pass. I don't know. Okay, so I've just got back in. It's time to have some dinner. It's some reheated spag bol. Got to defrost it first, obviously. A slightly less exciting cooking segment, but this is the reality. This is what I do. Defrost 1, defrost 2. What? Let's try that. So the microwave is now on. After I've eaten, I haven't got anything to do, so I'm probably going to sit with the guitar upstairs and just hammer out what I've done already today into a Logic project, because I might as well do something. It's literally how I feel about this at the moment. I genuinely might as well put something together. I might not use it, but it'd be nice to put together some of the ideas I've had today so that I can record a live version of it later on in the week. So yeah. Another great metaphor for today. I am currently watching a pot that is not boiling. Just literally not boiling. Still not boiling. So I'm just having some of this gluten-free cheesecake, which I made a couple of days ago. Just a shout out to my own baking. And, oh, I've left my cup of tea downstairs. That's better. Okay. I feel so much safer now. Once I finish this, we can start putting the guitar ideas in. Ooh, that's bright, isn't it? And see what happens. But yeah, to be honest with you, at this point I'm actually getting a bit bored and I might go and do something else. I know that's a bit odd, but yeah, I've been doing it for a few hours now and genuinely my patience is wearing a bit thin and I could do with a break. And I might not come back to it till tomorrow, but I've made some good progress today, so there is that. I am still bored and I do really want to walk away, but I've just had a melody come to me for the chorus, so obviously I'm going to make some kind of record of that, otherwise I'm going to lose it. How am I going to make a recording of this, you ask? I'm not sure, is the answer. Maybe I'll record it as a voice note on top of this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Cool. Now that I've got that melody down, I think that's me done for the day actually. I'm quite tired and I'm quite bored, so I'm probably just going to watch some stuff on Netflix and then go to bed. Exciting stuff, I know, but what can I say? It's the truth. Good night, everyone.